Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your October bonus reading. It's almost Halloween, so I was like, what's the scariest thing that I could read about? And so your deepest desires. We're gonna do a bonus reading about your deepest desires here. This is actually a Lenormand spread, but I'm gonna adapt it for tarot. So we're gonna look at what you fear to get yourself at this time. With your first card. It's a pretty in-depth spread, so definitely let me know what you think. We're going to look at what you want but potentially lost in the past in your next card. Then we're going to look at what dreams you wish to come true with this third card. With your fourth card, we're going to look at what you think you need but don't. In your fourth card, we're going to look at your deepest desires. In your what is this? Am I counting correctly? Fifth card. With your sixth card, we are going to look at what you really need but don't know that you need. In your seventh card, we're going to look at how you feel about your life. In your eighth card, we're going to look at your motivation for accomplishing things at this time. And with your last card, we're looking at what will improve your life the most at this time here, Cancer. I'm going to go over those again as we go through these cards. So with your first card here, you have, which is what you fear to get yourself. You have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles could be teamwork. You know, in a lot of ways, this reading could say that one of your deepest desires is like a divine counterpart, a soulmate, whatever you want to call it, King and Queen of Cups. I'm not saying that's true for all of you, but for some of you, obviously it is. Three of Pentacles could be the fear of the teamwork, the fear of putting in the work and not manifesting something. It's kind of funny because Pisces had the exact same cards, King and Queen of Cups, and they had the Eight of Pentacles as well. You don't have the Eight of Pentacles, but you have the Three of Pentacles. It was like very similar. So for some of you, it could be a Pisces. There could be a Pisces coming in for you, but Three of Pentacles, as far as a fear is concerned, is it's like he's put in all this work, but there's also this water triangle right below this fire triangle here. So it's like the fear is that if you put in a lot of work, the thing that you worked for won't manifest, you know? So it could be maybe you're afraid that if you put work into love, that the love won't actually, that you desire to have with the person won't actually manifest after you've put in the work. Same thing with work or business as well. So again, if you don't desire to have love, then this could be work, business, could also be like a friendship as well, or any other type of, relationship here with this energy. And that could be the fear here with the Three of Pentacles. Even in the area of what you lost, you have the Two of Cups. So, for some of you in the past, clearly you feel like you have lost a soulmate. I always say that Two of Cups to me is stepping stone soulmates. Two of Cups usually hurts the most after a breakup, really, as well. So if you've experienced a breakup and you get the Two of Cups, it's like Two of Cups is much more painful than even like, I don't know, like if you were just to get the Three of Swords or just the Five of Swords, Cancer. I think the addition of the Two of Cups makes it more painful, especially coming up in an area of something that you lost, because it was a deep connection. Two of Cups represents like a stepping stone soulmate. And usually a stepping stone soulmate is someone who reminds us of us. That's why we have such a deep connection with the person. But a stepping stone soulmate is just meant to lead to the next person who is probably our true soulmate. But again, it can be very hard to kind of like let go of this energy of a stepping stone soulmate because, the way to know that you've dealt with a stepping stone soulmate is usually they are going through something or they have gone through something in their life that you have also gone through. Like if you went through an abusive, toxic relationship in the past, maybe they also went through that in the past. So it's really kind of like a trauma bond. And that's not 100% true, but it can be. It can also, it could also be something else. Like maybe you had a certain type of money issue in the past. They also have a certain type of money issue currently. So it's like, we kind of bond with them over a shared experience. And that's how you know it's a stepping stone soulmate, especially if you've already broken up, is what I would say there. Next, in the area of what you wish you could come true, you have the Six of Wands, success, a victory, just excellence in the first place in your life, probably a little bit of freedom as well, and definitely wanting to accomplish a goal. I look at the Six of Wands as a milestone in life. So I feel like what you're hoping to accomplish is one of the important milestones, and again, these things are based on society's standards. So it's like, do we have to listen to that in the first place? Probably not. I feel like we should all just live our own lives and do whatever truly makes us happy. quite frankly, I feel like we should question the things that are societal milestones, like getting married or, getting married by a certain age or having children or whatever, right? It's like, I'm not saying those things are good or bad, but like, who says why? Like, why? And it's like, we should probably question those things. It doesn't mean we shouldn't do them. It just means like who says these things are important and why are they important, right? And, I don't know, different for everybody, right? So I feel like, but I do feel that this is saying what you wish could happen is that you wish you could reach some sort of, milestone. It could be getting a career. It could be, graduating school. It could be whatever. It's like some sort of important milestone that I feel like you are hoping to accomplish with that Six of Wands. Next in the area of what you think you need, but you don't, you have the Queen of Cups here. Could be intuition. Again, the Queen of Cups can also be, like, the type of intuition is that she kind of feels a certain way when she's moving forward on something. And so what the hell does that mean? It's like, well, if she is working on a relationship, she maybe has a deeper sense of the direction of the relationship, but, I feel like maybe you're missing that. Same thing in a career. It's like she has a deeper sense that she knows that she's going to get like a raise or a promotion in the future. But I feel like you don't actually need the intuitive side. It's like, I feel, because it's almost like something has already happened, And it's like, so maybe you don't feel like your career is going in the right direction, or maybe you can't sense whether or not you're going to get a raise or promotion. But I feel like you don't need to know that because you just are, if that makes sense here, Cancer. And so I feel like that's what you don't realize you need, or that you don't need, basically, is the knowing, right? And like I said, Pisces, if you have Pisces in your chart, or if you're dealing with a Pisces, I would definitely watch that reading. Next in the area of your deepest desires, you have the King of Cups and the Hermit. For a lot of you, this could be like emotional control. So one of your deep desires could be that you can better control your emotions in certain situations with the King of Cups. The Hermit can say that you're can be very similar, because the Hermit represents soul searching. And he also is like standing at the top of a mountain here, Cancer. He has accomplished something great. He has gone through something very deep, right? And he is now standing on the top of the mountain. He is successful. So I feel like you're hoping for some sort of success, or you're hoping to be kind of like standing at the top of a mountain. Next in the area of what you really need, but you don't know you need, you have the Ace of Cups. This could be love. It could say that you do need love, but maybe you feel like you don't. And I'm not talking about, this doesn't necessarily have to be a person, like as far as like a lover. It could just be maybe you need the support of friends. Maybe you need the support of people around you more than you realize. The other thing I think of with the Ace of Cups is that maybe you need something to love. And this could be like a project. The way to think of the Ace of Cups is it is what your heart belongs to. So it can just represent some sort of deep desire that you have right here, but it could just represent a place where your heart belongs. This could be you writing a book. It could be you, you could be putting your heart and soul into something, right? And so the Ace of Cups, it could literally be love. And you have love here, beautiful love. Like, there is clearly a divine counterpart coming in for you here with the King and Queen of Cups. But, I feel like it's been a journey with that Hermit, right? But this could also just be something you're working on, something you put your heart and soul into with the Ace of Cups. Next, in the area about how you feel about your life, you have the Four of Pentacles. Good but boring is what I would say. I feel like you're wanting to move some mountains. Like, look at this. Going from the Four of Pentacles to the Hermit to the Six of Wands here, it's like having a very strong desire to move mountains. He has, I always say he has this pentacle on his head, a pentacle on his heart. And it's like, one of my favorite people of all time, Greg Braden, says when your head and your heart become one, you can move mountains. So I feel like you have a desire for excellence here. You have a desire for recognition and achievement as well with the Six of Wands. And there's really nothing wrong with that, is what I would say to you. So it's like good, but it's like maybe things are boring. Maybe things are just stable, but they're not really, going in any direction. Maybe things are not really moving forwards or backwards. And I feel like you kind of have a desire to, experience more than what you've been experiencing up until this point. Next in the area for your motivation for accomplishing these things in the first place, Six of Swords, improvements, What I would say here is the thing that could just be motivating you to accomplish the things that you desire at this time, your deepest desire, is the fact that you just know that you have to improve from where you are right now. I do feel just like astrologically, there is like a lot in the astrology that is pushing people to have a desire for more. And I don't mean this in the sense of like more, I'm a consumer. I mean this as in, people are kind of like pushing it to the limit. I feel like people are going to be experiencing their boundaries more, meaning that they're going to be pushing themselves and kind of like living a very full life. And that's what I mean by more. I don't mean, again, like people always take this the wrong way. Like I'm talking about money or something like that. That could be part of it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But, I feel like it's more than that. It's like people are going to be living a life without limits or seeing how far they can push themselves. So it's kind of like that type of abundance where you're living your life to its fullest. And there is nothing wrong with that, right? It's like there's no limits here. And finally, in the area of what will improve your life the most, you have the Five of Swords. So yes, it is a challenging card, but again, this is in the area of what will improve your life the most. So I feel like for some of you, walking away from a past person would be a good idea, especially if you're dealing with a ghosting situation. Or a person who is kind of like hiding. Like I get a very hidden energy here with the Hermit. It could be a person who's older than you, or it could just be a past stepping stone soulmate. So cutting that out of your life completely would probably be a good idea. For others, I feel like this is just saying that you're kind of walking away from any competitive experiences. Like I've been saying, we're entering into a time of co-creation. So it's like anything we can do to help other people, anything we can do to grow with other people, anything we can do to create more abundance with other people. All those things are just going to be very, very good here, Cancer. So, amazing reading. I like it. So, let's see what we have for you. We're just going to clarify some of these cards here, Cancer, and not all of them. But with the Three of Pentacles, you have the Temperance card here. Yeah, I mean, that is your answer on a very simple level. I mean, Temperance is just equal give and take. It kind of says, like, if you are worried about investing a bunch of energy into something like a relationship or a career or whatever, or if you're afraid that your work isn't going to pay off, with that Three of Pentacles, the Temperance card just says, put a little in, wait to see if there's a return on your energy. If there is, put a little bit more in. I always say it's like a relationship should kind of be like a tennis match. I don't think we should be adding this stuff up in our head or anything like that, right? But I feel like in a relationship, we can give a little, the other person can give a little, and it's like you're just doing like a nice little back and forth with the person. That's a Temperance card right there, right? Where it's like you're putting in a little, they're putting in a little, and it's back and forth. Sometimes, do you maybe like send two balls over? Yeah, absolutely. And do they sometimes send two over? Yes. But so it's like you shouldn't be keeping track in your head. Like, I put in this much energy, so it's like, that's not how it should work. But it's like should be a nice back and forth, right? And that's what I'd be focusing on there. With the Two of Cups, you have the Four of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you need to set yourself free from a past stepping stone soulmate. Look, it's like these people are already married. Yes, it is a card of marriage, but these people are married on the other side of these Four of Wands. Clearly, I feel some of you, not all of you, are kind of like needing to let go of a past situation so you can find your true love on the other side of the Four of Wands. With the Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles, new love. So definitely something new coming in for you. It would be a good idea for you to learn as much as you can as well. Like whatever mountain you're trying to move here, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish or whatever you see as an accomplishment with the Six of Wands, I would learn like as much as I possibly can. I'm going to clarify both of these as well. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Two of Wands here. Definitely time to leave a comfort zone. Pretty much everybody gets this at this time. And it's just the astrology, I think, is encouraging people to step out of their Four of Pentacles, whatever that is for you. With the King of Cups and the Hermit, you have the Tower. I definitely feel like you experienced a Tower moment with a person in the past. I also do feel that this is saying that there could be, again, this is the area of your desires, right? So your desire could be to have a Tower moment, but Tower moments don't have to be a bad thing. It's like, it could be a good thing. You could just be rebuilding. You could be starting over, having a desire to start over in your love life, right? So that's what I feel there. It could also be like some sort of realization that you're having. And it's like you could be realizing something with the Tower card. The Tower card, there's this lightning bolt at the top of the tower. It can kind of represent like a light bulb moment or a sudden realization. And I feel for some of you, it's like you have had a realization about love, and that's what's going on there. With the Ace of Cups, yeah, you have the Devil and the Four of Pentacles here. I would definitely let go of anything from the past that is controlling you. But again, remember what I was saying about where your heart belongs with this Four of Pentacles and also the Ace of Cups, where I was saying it could be something that you're putting your heart into. Again, I'd be very focused on that equal give and take. And then again, with your outcome here, you have the Five of Cups. It's kind of interesting because it's like saying the thing that will help you the most to get to your desires is to walk away. And look, the Five of Cups says you could be focusing on something. I feel like you just got the Five of Cups as well, like in your last weekly reading. But he's focused on these 3 cups here. But if he turns around, he doesn't just get 2 cups. He gets a bridge that leads to a castle. So it's like you get a lot more by not being afraid to walk away from something that isn't serving you in the first place. And that's kind of like the gist of this reading. I feel like for you to live your life without limits, which is what it looks like you're trying to do here, like I was saying earlier, I feel like you need to maybe turn your back on a situation that just isn't giving energy back to you. Could be a relationship, could be a job, could be a business, could be exercise as well. It could be anything. It's like you could be, maybe your desire is to improve your health. It's like I always say, I don't understand why people run. I watch people run. They look like they're dying, right? It's like, why do you put yourself through that? There are many other ways that you can be healthy, right? So it's like, why do people run? I don't know. Some people enjoy it, I'm sure. But for the most part, every time I see someone running, I'm like, why? Like, why bother? There's plenty of other ways to be healthy, right? So that's what I'd say here. Looks like a very good reading. I like it. So thank you for being here, Cancer. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.